In the village of Veerpur, there lived a peddler named Samir. He brought warm clothes and shawls from the city and sold them from village to village. He worked very hard, but his earnings were extremely small. At home, his two young children, Aryan and Sara, often suffered from hunger. Seeing them like this slowly crushed Samir from the inside. One evening, his wife Zoya said worriedly, "Samir, I can't bear to see the children like this. You wander all day, yet we still can't make ends meet." Samir lowered his head in silence. The next morning, Samir made a firm decision to travel to distant areas. Zoya sent him off with prayers and packed a dry flatbread for his journey. The sun stood overhead, and the heat was unbearable. Samir walked miles on foot. The heavy bundle exhausted his shoulders, but his children's hunger forced him to keep going. On the way, he stopped under a dense tree to rest for a while. The cool shade comforted him, and before he realized it, he fell asleep. Nearby, a desperate man named Bashir was hiding behind bushes. Seeing Samir's bundle awakened greed in his heart. Finding the right moment, Bashir crept forward, grabbed the bundle, Samir's hard-earned livelihood, and ran deep into the jungle. When Samir woke up, his world collapsed. The bundle was gone. Crying, he said, "My entire savings are gone. What will I feed my children now?" But Samir did not give up. He noticed the thief's footprints on the ground and followed them into the dense jungle. Deep in the forest, Samir reached a broken old hut. He was sure the thief was hiding there. Peeking through a crack in the window, he saw Bashir opening the bundle and taking out the clothes. Samir's anger was ready to explode. He pushed the door open and shouted, "Thief! Aren't you ashamed of stealing my hard-earned livelihood?" Bashir jumped in fear. But then Samir noticed a small child lying in the corner. It was Muna, Bashir's son, critically ill and shivering. Bashir fell at Samir's feet, crying, "Brother, forgive me. My child is close to death. I had no money for medicine. That's why I committed this sin." Samir's soft heart melted. He touched Muna's forehead and felt a burning fever. His anger turned into compassion. Samir took out his own dry flatbread and handed it to Muna. "Eat this first. You look hungry too." Tears streamed down Bashir's face. "Stealing is not the solution, Bashir. I will help you. Come, let's take him to the healer immediately." Samir lifted Muna into his arms, and Bashir followed him, carrying the bundle as they rushed toward the village. They reached the healer's clinic. After examining Muna, the healer said, "Thank God you brought him in time, or it could have been too late." Samir took out the few coins he had carefully saved and paid the healer's fee. Bashir watched in shock. Soon after receiving the medicine, Muna's condition improved and he opened his eyes. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Bashir fell at Samir's feet, begging for forgiveness. Lifting him up, Samir said, "Ask forgiveness from God. From today onward, you will not steal. You will work honestly with me." When the villagers learned the whole story, they too supported Bashir and encouraged him to leave the wrong path. Today, Samir and Bashir work together. Truly, honesty and kindness not only turn enemies into friends, but can change an entire life.